Today we will talk about why the deep state's minions have failed to incite hatred among the Russian people towards the Ukrainians, whom they so zealously support in the military conflict with Russia. After all, even despite the atrocities that Ukrainian Nazis commit against Russian people, and often against their own citizens, the attitude of the Russian people towards Ukrainians as a whole has remained virtually unchanged. The main reason for this is that Russian people clearly distinguish between ordinary Ukrainians and the fascist groups that commit such atrocities. The most surprising thing is that even the state policy of hatred towards everything Russian is not capable of erasing from the consciousness of Russian people such a concept as the brotherly Ukrainian people. This is already fixed in the genetic memory of the Russian people, and what is happening now in Ukraine, Russians perceive as nothing other than a temporary clouding of the mind, as a gloom cast upon people who were once dear to them. And this is exactly what happened to the Ukrainian people. Their consciousness is skillfully controlled by representatives of the deep state, who use Ukrainians for their own personal purposes, trying to weaken them with the help of Russia, which they hate so much. And many Russian people understand this, and some feel it intuitively. That is why in their hearts there lives not hatred for the Ukrainian people, who are their brothers, but rather sympathy for those who fell into a trap skillfully set for them, from which it is now so difficult for all of them to find a way out. The Russian person is good-natured by nature, and therefore is not capable of responding to hatred with hatred. I know that many Russian soldiers, deep down, console themselves with the hope that the darkness will lift from these unfortunate people and they will return to their native harbor, whose name is Russia, which means that they are fighting not only for the Russian people, but also for the Ukrainian people. Sooner or later this will definitely happen, because the scales will fall from the eyes of ordinary Ukrainians, and they will see all the criminal acts not only of their own government, but also of the wolves in sheep's clothing, which are their overseas benefactors. And then they will understand that only Russian native and close is capable of healing their souls and returning their lives to a normal course of peace and prosperity. And Russia will definitely accept them, because only it can understand and forgive its children who have stumbled, despite all the pain they have caused it. That's where we'll stop today. The Father Absolute, who loves you immeasurably, spoke to you.